Wow. Hey guys, what's up? It's Adrian. Welcome back. I hope you're doing great. So it's the holiday season, and here in Trinidad we can't have Christmas without homemade punch creme. So I'm here with you today with my recipe. Let's hop in. Alright guys, so let's get started. So today I'm using my stand mixer with my whip attachment. You can use a hand mixer if you'd like. You can even use a hand blender. You could even use an actual blender. Today I just deciding that, you know what, let's just use the stand mixer. It was right here, so I pull it out. A clean mixing bowl. What I typically tend to do is that I will wipe everything down with vinegar just to be safe, because just a disclaimer, we are working with raw eggs, so you know we need to be careful. To my mixing bowl I'm going to add 4 large eggs. Now when you're getting your eggs, please be sure that your eggs are at room temperature. If you forgot to take your eggs out of the fridge, a really neat trick is that you place your eggs in warm water and they should come out to room temperature pretty easily. Right, so I'm gonna add my 4 room temperature eggs. Once I add my room temperature eggs, I'm then gonna move on to adding the rest of my ingredients. So cinnamon, you have to use cinnamon. You can get cinnamon sticks and ground it up yourself, but I am not going to do that today. So some cinnamon. Now I've been making this recipe so much that I basically know all the ingredients and measurements by heart, so it's pretty simple. All the measurements and ingredients are going to be listed in the description below if you want to check it out. Right, so next I'm going to add Angostura bitters. Now this is a must for me when I am making punch creme and most drinks on the whole for Christmas as well. So we're going to add a few healthy dashes to this. I would say 1, 2, that's a few, I would say, yeah. After adding that, we're then going to add our vanilla essence. Now this is something that we use in Trinidad a lot in cakes, ice creams, that sort of thing. So I'm going to add some of this as well. Now I also add vanilla extract to this also, but this just makes it feel like, you know, your grandma makes it. I mean, it's something that we all remember. Now that we've added these things to our mixing bowl, I am sorry for those of you who are listening on your headphones after that bang. You're going to take your eggs and extracts and stuff and you're going to place it on your stand mixer. Now if you are using your hand mixer, well, of course you're just going to let it rip and start blending everything. If you're using your blender, of course, you just blend everything. So I'm going to fit my stand mixer with the whip attachment, and I'm then going to start it, I would say, at a low speed. And once it's at a low speed, until the yolks break, we are going to whip it at a higher speed until everything is kind of combined, and then we are going to add the rest of our ingredients. Now that our egg yolks have broken apart and you can actually see that the cinnamon and extracts and stuff have fully combined, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 1 tin of condensed milk. I know it seems like a lot, but it's, I mean, makes it extremely better, and it's sweet. So I mean, come on. Now you can not add as much as you'd like, but I think personally, I mean, it's the holidays, so why not just have something sweet? So I know I said I'm going to add 1 can, but I'm going to add actually another can. You can actually add less, as I just said, but I mean, it's the holidays. Again, why am I repeating myself? So 2 tins of condensed milk or 1.5 tins of condensed milk. Either way, it's going to be super delicious. Now that your condensed milk is in your mixing bowl, you are then going to add a cup of rum. Now typically in Trinidad, what they tend to use a white rum. I am using a Jamaican white rum. This white rum has hints of vanilla in it, so I think it just adds to the flavor of your punch creme. The types of rum we use, as I said, it's a white rum we typically use. We tend to use white oak or puncheon. Another alcohol that is really good is Scotch paired with the white rum, but I'm going for more of a traditional recipe today. So 1 cup of white rum. And again, I am accustomed making this recipe so I can eyeball everything. After adding the cup of rum, you are then going to add 1 cup of full cream milk. After adding your full cream milk, you are then going to add something that's extremely precious, and that's nutmeg. So I don't know if you can see it here, but freshly grated nutmeg is the best thing to use for Ponche De Creme. Because why? It just tastes so good. Freshly grated nutmeg is something that should be saved in your memory in terms of how it tastes. I don't know where I was going with that. So yeah, so I would say a tablespoon or 2 of freshly grated nutmeg. You can use already ground nutmeg, but it's just not the same, guys. If we're going to make this recipe, we're going to do it right. So 2 tablespoons of freshly grated nutmeg. Alright guys, so after freshly grating your nutmeg, I'm now going to put the nutmeg into the stand mixer. And guys, my hands, they smell so awesome. Freshly grated nutmeg is the best thing for your baked ingredient, your baked goods. What am I saying? So every time I say nutmeg in any one of my recipes, I mean freshly grated nutmeg. So what you're going to do now, you're going to start your mixer or blender. You're going to start it slow, because the condensed milk is very heavy and it's going to sit to the bottom of your mixing bowl, and if you start to mix extremely fast, it's going to just make a huge mess. So start it extremely slow and then work your way up until everything is fully combined. Now that our Ponche De Creme is finally done, I whipped it for around 3 to 4 minutes at a high speed after everything was combined. I just wanted to be sure that that egg was extremely blended, because you don't want to be drinking your Ponche De Creme loaded with ice and then you get a gross piece of egg in it. That is horrible, and trust me, it has happened to me before when I went to someone's house. So I'm not gonna say who it is, but guys, please blend your Ponche De Creme properly. This is serious business here. All right, so now that everything is combined, I'm going to show you how I would drink this and give you my thoughts on my famous Ponche De Creme. Guys, I am so excited because this is going to be awesome. It's going to be so delicious. Right now my cheeks, see, I can't speak again, my cheeks are contracting because I'm so excited to have this mouth-watering classic holiday drink with you guys. So sit down and have a glass with me. Time has come to try, there I say, this iconic Ponche De Creme. So this is what I did. I got a glass and I added lots of ice, and I even chilled the glass as well, so it's extremely cold. And of course you're going to get the Ponche De Creme. So what I'm doing here now is that I'm pouring everything into my glass, and then just for a bit of extra Christmas cheer, because I mean, why not, I am then taking a candy cane and putting it on top. So this is what everything looks like, and as you can tell, it looks extremely delicious, and it's getting hints of pink from the candy cane. And I mean, it's festive, why not? So let's taste. Wow, it's extremely rich, but it's not too thick. I've had Ponche De Creme before that's extremely thick. It's not too sweet. You get the vanilla essence, the vanilla extract, and you could definitely tell the difference with the freshly grated nutmeg. That takes it to a whole other level. It's that good. Guys, if you don't know what to get your family for the holidays, how about making this for them? They're definitely going to appreciate it because it tastes so delicious. Wow. And if your ice melts too much, you take your candy cane and you give it a turn. And there you go. All right, that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You're awesome for doing that. Thanks for watching. Again, everything is going to be linked down in the description below in terms of ingredients. Check it out. Happy holidays.